All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are diving into something pretty cool. 10 ChatGPT secret codes. And I mean secret because the vast majority of people have no idea these even exist. Let's jump right in.
So, to really wrap our heads around this, picture ChatGPT as a giant iceberg. You know the deal, right? Most of us, we're just hanging out on the tiny little tip that's poking out of the water. And does this sound familiar? You've got this, incredibly powerful tool right at your fingertips, but you kind of feel like you're stuck in the shallow end of the pool just asking it basic questions. If that's you, don't worry. You are not alone.
And that's really the heart of it. ChatGPT isn't just some Q&A bot. It's a shape-shifting genius. It can literally become your personal tutor, a brainstorming partner, even a pro editor. But, and this is a big but, only if you know the right things to say to it.
Okay, so how do we unlock all that hidden power? The secret? It's all about using what we're going to call verbal cheat codes. These are the keys that let you get to that massive 90% of the iceberg that's hiding underwater. So what in the world is a verbal code? Well, first off, it is not complicated programming. It's just a simple, carefully crafted phrase. The best way to think about it is like this. It's not writing computer code. It's more like punching in a cheat code in a video game to unlock a special power or a secret level. Super simple, super powerful. And this really drives the point home. Look, on one side, you've got actual programming, complex syntax, stuff most of us would never touch. And on the other side, these verbal codes. They're just simple, human phrases that anybody can use. Seriously, you do not need a computer science degree for this. You just need to know the magic words. All right, enough theory. Let's get into the codes themselves. We'll start with some super useful prompts you can use every single day. First one up is a classic, ELI5. If you have ever felt totally overwhelmed by some complicated topic, this little code is about to become your new best friend. It stands for Explain Like I'm 5. And trust me, it's insanely powerful. Yeah, this is your go-to for just slicing right through the jargon and complexity. All you do is type ELI5, and then whatever topic is confusing you, I'm talking quantum physics, the stock market, you name it. And what you get back is an explanation so simple a 5-year-old could get it. It's like instant clarity. Okay, next up. A true classic from the internet that has evolved into a massive productivity superpower. I'm talking about TLD. You probably know this one. It stands for Too Long, Didn't Read. Here's the magic. You take a super long article, a boring report, even one of those endless email chains. You just paste it in after TLDR, and boom, you get a perfect bite-sized summary with zero fluff. This thing is a serious time saver. All right, let's switch gears and talk about controlling the tone of the AI's writing. This next pair of codes jargonize and humanize. They basically act like a professional style editor for any piece of text. Think of these as two sides of the same coin, right? On one hand, you can use jargonize when you need to make your writing sound super polished and professional. Think like important work emails or LinkedIn posts. But on the other hand, if ChatGPT is sounding a little too much like a robot, just use humanize. It'll instantly make the text feel more natural, more authentic, more, human. Okay, so we've got the everyday essentials down. Now let's level up. We're going to move into some more advanced techniques that are all about deeper learning and boosting your creativity. Now this first one, this is a total game changer if you want to actually understand a topic, not just memorize a bunch of facts. You just ask ChatGPT to teach you something using the Feynman technique. So for example, say you're trying to learn about photosynthesis. The AI will make you explain it in simple terms. Then it'll point out the gaps in your explanation and help you simplify it with analogies until you genuinely get it. It's active learning, not passive. Or, hey, you can take it even another step further and turn ChatGPT into your own personal tutor. Just ask it to teach you a topic using the Socratic method. Now, where the Feynman technique has you do the explaining, the Socratic method flips it around. The AI starts asking you questions, guiding you, pushing you to figure out the answers on your own. It's an incredibly powerful way to make knowledge stick. Okay, this next code is honestly one of the most powerful and fun ones, especially for any kind of creative work. Forget just asking it to rewrite something. With this, you can ask ChatGPT to adopt the voice and style of almost anyone you can imagine. I mean, just look at this example here. The difference is it's night and day. And think way bigger than just a sarcastic Redditor. Imagine rewriting a boring business proposal in the style of Steve Jobs, or a short story in the style of your favorite author. This is how you make your content feel totally native to whatever platform or audience you're writing for. All right, this next one is a real pro-level move. Did you know you can actually control the AI's creativity? It's like a dial you can turn. If you need precise, safe, factual answers, you ask for low randomness. But when you're brainstorming and you need to break out of the box, ask for high creativity. You'll get bold, unexpected, and sometimes absolutely brilliant ideas.
And to wrap up the codes, here are two final power moves. First, we have the inverse prompt. This is like a secret weapon for learning how to write better prompts. You find a piece of great content out there, you paste it in, and ask ChatGPT what prompt would have created this. It's an amazing way to reverse engineer what works. And second, there's self-critique. This is so simple it's almost silly, but it's incredibly effective. After ChatGPT gives you any response, just reply with, "Now critique your own response and improve it." The AI will literally find the flaws in its own work and give you a better version. A stronger second draft in seconds.
So, after all that, what does this all mean? Where does this leave you? Well, it puts you in a very, very small and very powerful group of users. And that really is the crucial point here. The simple reality is that 99% of people who use ChatGPT, they never go beyond asking it simple questions. By learning these codes, you've basically just joined the 1%, the people who really know how to unlock its full potential.
And that is the real takeaway today. These aren't just a few neat tips or tricks. They are, and I'm not exaggerating, superpowers in disguise. You've officially moved beyond just using a chatbot. You now have a true creative partner.
So that leaves us with just one final question for you. You have the keys to the kingdom now. You have the codes. So what are you going to create first?